out some blues lines based around a B shuffle. So you would have seen in my performance there that I was playing some different licks and different lines. Now, blues is not really a lick-based style of playing. It's more a style that's focused around storytelling and expression. But these lines or licks will help you understand the language of the blues, and they'll also act as a springboard for you to tell your own story in a solo. So I'm going to show you some of these lines and we'll discuss what intervals are in them and how I'm visualizing the fretboard, and then I encourage you to go and just create your own solo and expand on the things that I've shown you. Now before we jump into it, I just want your opinion on something. What is the difference between a lick and a riff? Now I had some comments on a few shorts that I posted recently saying that my definition of a lick is actually a riff, but my understanding of a riff was something like that, like the hook of a song that's really important, whereas a lick is something like like a solo passage. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe it should be line. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm curious. Not that it really matters. We're just here to have fun and learn some guitar. So let's jump into the first line that I want to show you. Now, my performance on the intro was purely improvised. However, I stuck to some sort of main themes that I want to cover in this little breakdown here. So I think the first thing that I played was something like this. Here it is slow. Now this line, I don't want to say lick, but this line is based around this sort of B.B. King box that a lot of people refer to, and it's a classic sort of blues box. There's our root note, and this is the shape that I'm imagining. Now what's really important about this is that we're bending and not releasing the bend. I mean, you can if you want, but I just don't think stylistically it sounds great. Now, what you can take from this is that I'm bending from the major second of B, and I'm sort of blurring the line between that minor and major third. That's the key. You might have heard people do it in that classic pentatonic box. After we hit that, I'm bending from the 14th fret through the minor third and the major third, reaching to the perfect fourth, then hitting the perfect fifth, and then doing that bend that I did previously, and then landing on the root note. Now you can add to that. I encourage you to explore different options. This might be one of them. The whole idea is that you're expanding on these lines and telling a story. Let's check out the second line that I want to go through. So I played something over the B that sounded something like this. Here it is again. Now the main thing to take away here is I'm playing a double stop and then I'm hitting the major third. So again, blurring the lines between that minor and major third. And then I'm hitting 9th fret of the G and B string. And then I'm doing that first move again. So we go. Then we crawl down from the root note, 9th fret D, to 9th fret A, the blues note, slide from 5th fret A into the 6th fret, which is the major third, again blurring the lines between that minor and major third, and then hitting the root note at the end. Here it is again. Now you can spice that up with a little rake. You can do maybe a little bend at the start. Maybe a little bend at the end. Again, explore your own sound. It's really, really important. So let's check out the third line that I want to look at. I think this is really cool. It's really, really simple. I think I might have played it on the 4 chord, which is our E7. It sounds like this. It's 3 notes. Now what makes that sound interesting and exciting, almost tense in a way, is the first 2 notes form a tritone, and that's actually the interior, this is the way that I'm visualizing it, that's the interior of the E7 chord. So a lot of the time I'm soloing, I'm imagining these chord shapes. The intervals of these are the major third of E, the flat 7, and then I'm landing on the 5th of E. So again, I'm thinking about the 4 chord and how this line relates to that chord. This is actually not, it's not in the minor pentatonic scale. So this kind of stuff it just gives you a little bit more of an exciting, colorful sound in your blues lines and highlights those chord changes when they come up. Now let's expand on that line. So what if I went like this? What if I used it as a beginning line over the B? You can use it all over the place. So what about if I did it an octave higher? So you can see how what I'm trying to get at is expand on it as much as you can. Repetition is great in blues, and little by little you can alter the line, and that's how you might want to start or begin telling a story in your solo. Let's check out a line I might play over the 5 chord. Quite often, in my experience, a lot of people struggle with highlighting the 5 chord. And the reason I want to show you this line is because it might give you an idea as to how I'm thinking about it and how you could think about it as you're playing your solos. So this is a classic Stevie Ray Vaughan lick. You've probably heard it a billion times, but I just want to go through it and explain why I think it's important. Let's check out the lick. Now I'll play the lick for you slowly. Here it is again. So this may look like it's B minor pentatonic, but we've got one additional note. Now, you can think about this from the root note of B. Which would make it a major second. However, if you thought about it from the 5 chord, F sharp, this major second from B is actually the perfect 5th of F sharp. If I played the major scale from F sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's our perfect 5th. So this is a great way to highlight the 5 chord in a blues. You may want to think about this lick in position 1 of B minor pentatonic. but with the additional major second. Or you may want to think of it as one of the positions of F sharp minor pentatonic. Check this out. So those notes are all in the F sharp minor pentatonic scale, and that's kind of a clue as to what you could play over the 5 chord. Okay, so let's check out the last lick that I want to show you guys. This is what it sounds like. Now, this can be cool over any part of the blues, really. You can experiment with it. Let's play it slowly. Now, let me explain what I'm visualizing. I'm visualizing that major pentatonic box. I'm starting on the root note of B, hitting the 5th, and then I'm going to try and bend up a tone and a half. And that's actually reaching the flat 7 of B, which is the A note. Then I'm coming back down to the 5th, the flat 5, the perfect 4th, the minor 3rd, the flat 7, and then the root note. So again, expand on this, try your own thing. You might want to go, that's a cool little addition. You might want to hit the major 6th coming back to the root note. Check it out. That can sound cool. You've got that tritone sound. That could be cool over the E7. That could highlight the E7 really, really well. So have fun with these licks. The backing track is linked in the description. Thanks again. See you on the next one.